Good morning. It is Monday, July 5th, 2021, back here for Bed Talk 333. Hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend and enjoyed your 4th of July holiday celebration yesterday, whatever that was for you. Today, I want to talk about quitting, not like quitting or giving up, but the reality of job change. I don't know if you've seen this, but the recent studies over the last month or so are showing a huge percentage of people that are actively looking to change jobs right now, anywhere from 26 to 40%. Uh, Microsoft Work Trend said found contained 40% people want to change their jobs this year. A survey in the UK and Ireland came up with 38%, and a US survey found 26%. That's one quarter to over one third of the workforce saying they want to change jobs this year. Now, I wonder why that is. Could be just want to change. And that would make some sense. Or it could be they're not happy about the experience they had during COVID, or more importantly, they're not happy about where things are headed in their organization. One of the biggest things I am hearing are people saying, hey, I have enjoyed working remotely. And if you take that away from me, I'll find a place that lets me do that. And I want you to think about this. Are there people who are craving working in an office? Absolutely. But think about this. What percentage of people are going to be insisting on working in the office and saying, I don't want to work remotely, versus the percentage are saying, I want the freedom to work remotely? There'll be numbers of people on both sides, but I'm here to tell you the biggest chunk are the people who are saying, I like the freedom. And here's the scary part for organizations. There's tons of data that has been coming in over the last 16 months that's saying employees are higher performing and more productive in a hybrid work setting, a true hybrid work setting. Now, let's be clear. Technically, working 4 days in the office and 1 day at home is hybrid, technically. What percentage of the employee population would say that's hybrid in terms of having the freedom they desire? I'm not saying these are easy questions. These are tough questions. Last August, almost a year ago, I told a group of leaders, look, the hard decisions you thought were when COVID hit. The even more difficult decisions are when we come back from whatever COVID is, when we're trying to reintegrate people into the workforce or into the offices or decide what that looks like. In fact, I recently read an article that said there's going to be basically two responses, which we're seeing already. One is, hey, this new way of doing business, makes a lot of sense. Let's see what we can learn from it and take the best elements of it and keep a lot of it. Or, you know what, this is hard, because that's what leadership is. Leadership is hard, and we're going to go back to what we're familiar with. And the concern is too many leaders and organizations are going to decide that figuring out this hybrid workplace is just too difficult and go back to our old ways of doing things. And there's a huge risk with that. There's a risk of people leaving. 30 to 40% are saying, we're ready to make a change. And there's another chunk who maybe haven't said they're ready to leave, but they may choose not to engage if they don't feel like they've been seen and heard in this process. These are challenging times for leadership, but just know that there's a large percentage of the work population that is looking to make a change. And I got to believe that that change is driven by what has happened during COVID in the workforce, or what's happening as we're coming out of COVID in terms of the hybrid workplace, the non-hybrid workplace. What does that all look like? The point is, it's time to lead differently. And if you don't lead differently today, people are ready to lead with their feet. Keep taking care of yourself and everyone around you, and by all means, stay connected.